This is Shelley Kraft coming to you live on SNNLive. We're at the Growth Capital Expo 2014 here in Las Vegas. I have with me Eric Owens of Alexandria Minerals Corporation. I'm going to give you two symbols for this public company. AZX on the TSX Venture and ALXDF on the OTC markets in the U.S. Welcome to SNNLive.
Well, thank you, Shelley. I'm glad to be here at the show. It's been a very interesting and informative show.
So I hope that you got something out of it. I hope you met investors and bankers, and I hope you didn't have any time on your own to do anything else.
Yeah, well, that's correct. I didn't have much time. It's been a long day, a couple of days. There have been some very good people, very interested people in the mining space where we're involved in, and we've had some very good meetings and long and lengthy discussions about Alexandria Minerals as a result.
So, Eric, let's tell our audience exactly what Alexandria does.
Okay, Shelley. We are a gold exploration company, a junior Canadian gold exploration company with one of the larger property packages in Val-d'Or, Quebec. We have a resource of 1.4 million ounces of gold, and we have $5.5 million in the bank.
Well, that's better than most resource companies, the juniors. I mean, tell me, where do you go from here?
Well, of course, the big news on where we got the $5.5 million was from a recent asset sale to Agnico Eagle for $5 million plus a 2% NSR. We spent a couple of years focusing in on the zone that led to that discovery of Quebec's next gold mine. And we're now at a point where we're trying to branch out and find more of the same over the broader property package.
So you're busy these days.
Yes, we are. We've just completed one drill program, a 4,000 meter program on one of our projects, and we're starting another drill program in June.
Well, for those who don't know it, you're in a very mining-friendly district, and you have some elephants in the neighborhood, don't you?
Well, that's correct. There's probably 4 or 5 gold mines, past producing as well as current producing gold mines, that are 10 million ounces or more, including the Osisko mine, which is a 450,000 a year ounce per year producer, and Agnico Eagle's LaRonde mine, which is a 10 million ounce gold mine.
So I always found that when I talk to resource companies, junior resource companies, when they're usually in such a field, you usually have an opportunity to sell them your properties when they run out of property to mine, correct?
Yeah, that's correct, and that's a classic reason why this sale to Agnico Eagle worked so well for both parties. Agnico Eagle needed feed for their mill, and we of course can use the cash in the bank.
And being in the right place at the right time doesn't hurt. Yes. And they've already got the infrastructure, they've already got the process plant. Yeah. So, that's why I said when you're in the right district, it's easier. Yeah.
And that's pretty much why we selected Val-d'Or in the first place when we set up the company, because there is infrastructure there, and we can find the big deposit, but while we're finding the big deposit, we can make a little money on the way.
What's your background?
I'm a geologist, an exploration geologist by background. I've spent about 30 years in the mining industry. I started in southeastern California with Newmont Mining back in the early 80s when they were a multi-commodity company. They weren't just a gold-only company, so it spans a few decades and a few miles.
Well, it takes that kind of experience in a resource company that your exploration. I mean, you're not yet going to be a producer. You might not want to be a producer. So if you're in the exploration business, you better have your background.
Yeah, correct. That's absolutely correct. That's what we do, and we like to do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get his website. For more information, go to
www.azx.ca.
Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Owens, Alexandria Minerals Corporation. Two symbols, AZX, I said it Canadian for you, on the TSX Venture and ALXDF on the OTC markets. Eric, I want to thank you for coming on. I'm Shelley Kraft. This is SNNLive. We're at the Growth Capital Expo 2014 here in Las Vegas. Thanks so much for coming.
Thank you very much, Shelley. Pleasure.